Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is on how I do my makeup for when I go to a Disneyworld theme park. So let's get started. I am barefaced, no makeup on whatsoever, and now what's most important to me, especially during the summertime when I go to the Disney theme parks, is this area right here. I don't want to have a big line, a tan line around my neckline, because in 20 or 30 years, that will all turn to age spots if I don't protect this area, and it'll look all gross and nasty. I think you've heard me talk about that before. I don't want wrinkly, dinkly skin all over my neck. So SPF 70 Aveeno is what I'm using right now, and I really like it. And I just put like a whole dollop on my neck area. I don't care. I'm all about protection, and I use this big old brush by, who's this by? This is by EcoTools, the Mattifying Finish brush, and it's just a big all over brush. I love it for spreading product, like on large surfaces, like all over my face kind of thing. So I will just proceed to put this all over me. Oh wow, this is a lot. Maybe I didn't mean to put that much. We can just, if you accidentally put too much, you can just apply it to your arms. Okay, I was looking into the camera when I was applying it, but yeah, so anyway, excuse me while I whiteify myself. I bring it up underneath my jaw because I want my jaw, it's all about protecting that elasticity, so when you get to be older, you don't have sagging, aging skin, especially for us Floridians. We really have to watch that. Okay, so I think I've blended it in. It helps to have like a second pair of eyes, like my husband will always be like, you didn't blend it in back here. So he helps me with that. All right, my neck is protected. I feel good now. Face is next. For my face, lately I've been using the La Roche Posay Mineral 50. On my skin, it's water resistant, so if it rains, you never know here in Florida. And I just sort of put it all over my face. Put a whole bunch, I don't care. I use the handy, what is this called? I use the Handy Buki by Bare Essentials to just blend it in all over my face. So watch me go. Boom, I am shielded from the sun. And yes, I have a whiteness to my skin, but you know, I'd rather have a whiteness and be preventing skin cancer then I don't want to look older than I have to look, especially being a Floridian, so that is done. Now that that's out of the way, I put my concealer on, just because I feel like I have dark circles, and I feel like when I wear concealer, it really wakes up underneath my eye area. And I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Visible Lift Blur Concealer. And I love this stuff. It lasts forever. And I feel like it really brightens. It's probably one of the best concealers I've found that's drugstore. And it lasts all day. I haven't had any problems with it. I generally won't have problems with dark circles the rest of the day after I've used this. So I just like to make sure it's completely blended. There, and now I feel totally bright under my eye area, so that I don't look tired at Disney and I look somewhat presentable. And then I use this Physicians Formula, what is this? The Translucent Pearl Powder Mineral Glow Pearl, whatever thing. I use this to set the concealer underneath my eyes, and I love this brush by E.L.F. This is the small tapered brush because I feel like it really gets in there. So I just do this and set that concealer. Okay, so my concealer is set. Now for me, I don't like to wear a ton of makeup when I go to the theme parks. When my skin was really bad, I used to put a little bit of foundation just to sort of, you know, because I would have like patches of redness, all an uneven skin tone around. So I would put a little foundation at this point just to make my skin look more even, but I'm okay with it right now. It's not perfect, no, but I don't feel the need to cover it up with foundation. That was just like when I was really insecure about my skin because it was totally breaking out, but it seems like my hormones have been somewhat more balanced lately, thank God. So I'm not gonna put any foundation, but at this point, if you felt the need to put foundation, I totally understand. And I would, I used to use like some sort of acne foundation, and I would use an acne primer, and I used E.L.F. and it was really good, so. But in this scenario, I'm just gonna use some Sephora Midnight Magic on my neck. And it's just like a shimmering glimmer powder. And I just sort of shake it out, and I use like a big dusting brush, and I just sort of dust it all over my neck area, just to kind of set the SPF 70 that I put all over. And it looks pretty, and that way you're not seeing like that sunblock sheen, you know, that white paste. I kind of cover it up and set it with a shimmer powder so that I can glow. Put it all up in there, all around town. For my face, I'm using the E.L.F. HD powder Perfect Finish. This is the clear color, but I guess they do have different colors, and maybe you want to use like a color that matches your skin. I've had trouble matching my skin lately to a powder, so that's why I'm using this clear one, because I just kind of gave up trying to find a good powder that matched my skin. I just haven't had a lot of time, so I was like, this is fast and easy. Clear goes with every complexion. So I'm just gonna set the SPF that's on my face. And the brush that I used is by Real Techniques. It is the multitasking brush. So then I probably have like white powder all up in my eyebrows. And I don't even care if I look like a mime at this point, because I'm gonna add a little bit of color by a little later with some blush and stuff. But right now I'm gonna do my eyes, eyeshadow, and I'm using Physicians Formula. This is called the Natural Nude. I don't know if you can see it there. And I like these like bright colors up in here. And I'm gonna use a Real Techniques brush. This one is called the Domed Shadow Brush. And I'm just gonna brush over these lighter colors in the corner there and put them on the inside of my eye area. I can tend to be kind of, I don't know, I like my eye area to be kind of bright, especially at Disney. I hate wearing the darker eyeshadows. I think I used to do it when I was younger and I was all into makeup, but I don't have time to be like in the mirror touching up my makeup when I've got 2 small kids. I just don't have that time. So I like to use like brighter eyeshadows. I don't want anything dark that's gonna smudge. The sweat can be so intense at Disney, like you are melting. I'm just brightening up this eye area, like so. Okay, so that is bright. And then I do like to have a little bit of color though, so I'm gonna go in for this gold color that's over here on this corner, and just add a little bit of gold to the outside of my eyelid. And another thing, like since it's a gold color and these are kind of bright, I don't feel the need to be so precise and perfect when I'm applying it. I'm using this is a Real Techniques brush. It is the Deluxe Crease brush, and I'm just gonna blend all of that in. So I don't have to worry about my eyeshadow smudging. Like if I were to have had dark browns and blacks and navies and all this, the sweat would have melted it off after a couple hours. And so by having this gold and bright colors, I don't have to stress out about smudging or melting or anything. So this is all the eyeshadow I'm putting, that's it. This is also a point where if you really wanted to put eyeliner on, you could put a good eyeliner that you know does not budge. One I would recommend would be like the Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner. I used to wear that when I performed Princess Jasmine at Disney, and that eyeliner did not budge. However, it is pricey, it's over $20, and then you have to buy a brush if you don't have one. So I don't have that eyeliner right now. But if I had the time to put eyeliner, which I don't always have time with 2 small toddlers, that would be what I would put on at this point. But most days when I go to Disney, I don't even bother with the eyeliner. I just keep it mostly kind of natural. So this is the eyeshadow that I do. I'll put mascara later, but for right now, we're just gonna skip straight to blush. And I'm using Physicians Formula. This is Blushing Peach Powder Multicolored blush. And it's a very natural color. I'm gonna use my blush brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna pop that onto my cheeks. And then I kind of dust it all over my face just to kind of give some color. Done. And then I have this nice little Hoola by Benefit. It's just like a little bronzer that came in this little box, and I got it for Christmas in some makeup package. And I've got my sculpting brush by Real Techniques here. So I'm just gonna pop that in there and just kind of sculpt a little bit, just for funsies, just a little bit. Especially since it's like a ton of sunblock on me that I have. So now I use this little brow brush, comb out any powder or anything that got trapped in there, and I'm just gonna use a clear brow gel to keep my eyebrows in place. I tend to like to fill these in. I have a little bit of sparseness like over here and just around sporadically, but because I don't like to wear that much makeup when I go to Disney, because again, you're melting half the time in the humidity that is Florida. I tend to not fill in my eyebrows unless I know I'm gonna be in an air-conditioned area. When I'm outside, I don't want a ton of makeup on me that can melt. Even I just don't want a lot. You've got toddlers, it's like toddlers are always like touching your face. I don't know what it is, especially if I have a lot of makeup on, they want to touch my face and it ends up smearing all over. It's like, don't touch my face, but your kid is one and they love you and they just want to hold you and you want to hold them. And so I just don't tend to wear a lot of makeup these days. It's just not practical, but some clear gel for keeping those brows in place. But if you don't have a lot of eyebrow and you need to fill them in, girl, you do what you need to do to feel good about yourself. You know, this is for me, some clear brow gel. Maybe you want a little more, I don't know. Do what you gotta do. The next thing I do is I'm gonna use some Too Faced Melted Liquified Long Wear Lipstick. I love this lipstick. This is in the color Chihuahua. And so I'm gonna put it on. It stays all day. It doesn't overdrive my lips. I read on some reviews on Sephora that some people felt like it dried their lips. I don't have that issue, thank God. But I mean, you could put this on or some kind of long wear lipstick so that it'll last throughout most of the day. And then maybe just have some lip balm handy that you can apply with when you're at the park, I don't know. But here I go, I'm gonna put this on. Okay, so my camera shut off as I was putting on the Too Faced lip cream. And then I had put on my mascara, not realizing that the camera had stopped recording. It like stops after 20 minutes, I don't know why. But anyway, so I just put on a couple of coats of this Lancome mascara, the Hypnose Drama. This is the only mascara that I have right now. I need to go and buy some waterproof mascara. I highly suggest waterproof mascara and not regular mascara, just because, again, you're melting and sweating when you're at a Disney theme park, especially in the summer, and it's really nice to know that you have waterproof mascara on and that it's probably gonna hold up and last longer if you're sweating profusely. Versus if you're wearing just regular mascara, there's a good chance that you might get some smearing by the end of the night, and that's not fun, and then you have to touch it up. So I only put a couple of coats on of this mascara because it's not waterproof. If it had been waterproof, I would have gone heavier. So this is how my makeup looks when I go to a Disney theme park these days. And so I have SPF 70 on my neck. I've got SPF 50 on my face. I am ready for the Orlando UV rays to come at me. Give me your best shot. So, and you know, my makeup's not like flawless because I didn't put foundation on, and I didn't cover with any concealer or anything like that. But I don't like to have a ton of makeup on when I go to the Disney theme park, so this is good enough for me. So I hope this video is helpful. And another thing, I have this antioxidant Hydra Mist. Like if you have a small makeup setting spray or some kind of nice refreshing mist, like E.L.F sells one that's really good that I'll list in the description box down below. You can spray it on after you do your makeup, or bring it to Disney and keep it in your purse, and then you can spray it throughout the day if you just want to have a little pick-me-up and look refreshed. That's something you can do, but otherwise, this is the theme park makeup look that I am usually rocking when I go.